Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, you are going to learn how to use Numpy's any and all methods. These methods are the most powerful methods for working on Numpy arrays. Numpy's any and all methods are used to check whether any or all elements in an array satisfy a certain condition. Basically, if you are working on numerical data analysis and you wanna just get certain rows or columns which satisfy a certain conditions, you can use NumPy any and all methods. So I'm going to explain the use of NumPy any and all methods with examples. So the difference between any and all methods are any returns true if any element in the array satisfy a condition, otherwise false. All returns true if all elements, not any elements, all elements in an array satisfy a certain condition and otherwise false. For example, the following code will return true because all of the elements in the array are greater than 0. Let's say, first you have to import numpy as np. This is basically you are required to import numpy. And let's try to see this array elements. The array elements are 1, 2, 3, and the condition is checking that all the array elements are greater than 0 or not. So in this case, 1, 2, 3 are greater than 0. So this condition satisfies to true. So it just returns true. Because all elements in the array are greater than 0, so this condition satisfies to true. The second example is the following code will return true because at least one element in the array is greater than 0. Look at these examples. The array elements are 1, 2, 3, and the condition that satisfies at least one element, not all elements satisfy the condition. At least one element satisfies the condition, which means the array elements are 1, 2, 3, and any of the elements in this array greater than 0 or not. This is the condition. So in this case, it's just all the elements are greater than 0. The condition satisfies to true. And if you wanna just test the condition becomes false or not, we can add here, for example, minus, for example, this I can change to 0, less than 0. So all elements are greater than 0, and this condition become false because the condition satisfies that all elements in the array, any one of the elements in the array are less than 0. So, but all elements are greater than 0. Okay, good. Both all and any methods can take a Boolean expression as an argument. For example, the following code will return true because of all elements in the array are even. Here, the array elements are 2, 4, 6, so they are even, and the condition that evaluates all the elements are true, or all the elements are even. So in this case, all elements in the array are even, and just this satisfies a condition to true and returns this is true. And the second example, the following example is true because at least one element in the array, because this is any element in the array satisfies the condition at least. So the condition is that at least one element in the array is even. For example, 4 is even, so just satisfy the condition because at least one element, not all elements must be even in this case. But in all method, all elements must satisfy the condition. In the any method, at least one element or one value in the array satisfies the condition that become true. Okay. Okay, Let's try to see more examples with two-dimensional array. We have seen about that one-dimensional array that satisfies the condition is true using both methods, all and any methods. The second one I am just want to show you is more examples with two-dimensional arrays. Especially if you want to just filter or get uh, the values from rows of a two-dimensional array. Any and all methods can also be used with an optional access. Access argument which specifies the axis along which to perform the test. If axis is not specified, the test is performed over all axes. Basically, a two-dimensional array has two axes, 0 and 1. The 0 is representing the axis in the column, and the 1 represents in the axis rows. So I just want to show you using the rows axis. For example, getting the rows whose all values are fewer than 4. In this two-dimensional array, I have 3 rows. So from 3 rows, I just want to check that get the elements from the row which satisfies the condition. The condition is the values are fewer than 4. Get all rows whose values, all values are satisfied that condition, and mask, that is, I just use all method, that is array, array which is less than 4, fewer than 4, dot all method, and I just pass the axis as an argument to 1. Array mask all. Okay. In this case, for example, from this array, from each row, checking that all elements are satisfying the condition. The condition is that the array element is in the each row less than or fewer than 4. For example, the first, at least there is one element that's greater than 4. And the second, all elements are greater than 4. And the third, all elements are less than 4. So this just satisfying the condition. Okay, this is what I mean, my mistake, my score. Okay, just filtering the elements from the row, from each row which satisfies the condition. This filters all satisfied condition only. The second one is gets the rows whose at least one value is fewer than from each. For example, in the first row, there are 2 elements which satisfy the condition, just getting all elements. And the second, which is not satisfying because all elements are greater than 4. And the third is also. So in this case, just getting the first and the third rows because at least one elements are satisfying the condition. Okay. Mask, let's test our code. Array is less than 4. And I change the method to any, and I pass the access to 1, which is checking across the row. Mask any. Okay. Yeah. Only the first and the third rows are getting in this case because at least one element in each row are satisfying the condition. But if you are pass all, you get only the third rows because others are not satisfying the condition. So those are the most powerful methods that just get required data by applying those two powerful methods in your NumPy array. So finally, let's conclude our discussion. The main differences between the two methods is that any and returns true if any element in the array satisfies the condition, otherwise it returns false. Yeah, any method is just returns if any element in the array, at least one element in the array satisfies the condition, otherwise returns false. And while all method returns true if all elements in the array are satisfying the condition. Otherwise, it returns true. I mean false. Both methods can take a Boolean expression as an argument and evaluate it to true or false. So both any and all methods in the NumPy array can take a Boolean expression as an argument and evaluate it to true or false. The result would be true or false. And both methods can be used to check a variety of conditions. They are the most powerful methods for working with NumPy arrays. So those are today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed in this video tutorials. Don't forget to like and share this video. Thanks for watching today.